Hey everybody, Robert back here with more Revit training, and we're continuing on with this multidiscipline template in Revit 2026. We're learning how to use here. So, and by the way, folks, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Helps me create videos like this. So, in this exercise, we're going to look at adding our foundation, and we might go into columns and our framing for this project. So what we need to do here, we need to start doing our foundation. So to do that, we need to go into a elevation view. I'm gonna go into actually we have plans already set up, structural plans. They have them set up and actually have them on the sheet, but I need a foundation. So I'm gonna go into my north elevation. Here in our north elevation, and we've got our level one. I got our levels going on here, and then we're going to add another level here. I'm going to go into my structure, and we'll grab datum here. So I'm going to drop this level down to just below. It depends on the frost line. I know in Illinois it's 42 inches. So I'm going to bring this guy over 42 inches. Drop it down 42 inches here. And I'm going to give this a name. I'm going to call this TOF, or top of foundation, or top of footing. So there we've got a level there. So now we want to go in here and look at this. You see, we don't see a level generated here nowhere. So what happens if that happens? Again, by the way, you guys haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Helps me make videos like this. So what happens here is we want to go into our view and look at plan views. And I'm going to go to structural plan views. And there's our level right there, top of footing. So I'm going to go OK there. And now we've got that level here, but we don't see anything. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to level 1. And there's level 1. So we can use this as a reference. So what I'm going to do for this is I'm going to go and I'm going to say, I'm going to add a structural wall. And I'm going to go depth. I'm going to go height. And I'm going to go up to level 1. Okay, and then this wall is going to be, okay, going to cancel that. Let me set constraints here. So this wall is going to be a foundation wall here. I'm going to make it 12 inch for now. We can change it. And then we've got here again, I want to change these around. I want to make this my base constraint is going to be top of footing here. My base offset is going to be 0. And then here, I want this to be depth. I want this to be height. I don't want depth. Actually, we do want it to be depth in this situation. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go in and I'm going to say up to level 1, base off, and we're going to go top of footing. Okay, so now since we're in this level, I'm going to go in and I'm going to do a shape, and I'm going to make it wall exterior faces, and I'm going to place a line from here all the way from here. So we want depth on this level, so I'm going to go to there. So there's our foundation wall. So now we go and look at this in our 3D view, and there we have our wall. So we're going to look at this wall now. I'm going to go down to my, let me select this guy here. We got base offset, top offset. I want to make this 1 inch because we're going to need some, cancel that. Let me go back into this floor. We can go now, we can go into our top of footing, and there's our wall. So I'm going to select all these, and then I want to take my top offset. I'm going to make it 1 inch. We'll go say OK here. And let's go into our elevation view. And there's our wall, and we've got a gap. I want a slight gap between there. Let me see if I can select these bad boys here, tab them all. And I got the 1 inch offset, which is what I want from all those walls. So now we want to add our footing. We can do that from any view now. We can go into that thought. Let's go into that type of footing view here. And we'll go and just say wall. And then we're going to do a wall bearing footing. So we're going to 12 by 36. Let's go to 36 by 18. This depends on the engineer. So there's our footing. And let's go look at this in our 3D view. So there's our foundation wall. So now I probably wanted to show the grid down there as well. I think you can do this by propagating grids. I don't know. I'm going to see if I can do this still. I don't remember this. So we can go here. And we'll select our grids. And where's that? Propagate extents here. Let me go cancel that. I don't really want to do that for now. I just want to get the foundation done here. We got our foundation level. And let's see. So that's basically how we would do our foundation and our footing here. So now we go back down to that floor. This will be concrete. So I'll just do a concrete slab here. And I can do the pick wall command here. It's going to be 12 inches concrete, I guess. Yeah, we can go that far, and then we're going to finish that. And then we go back into our 3D view. So we've got our concrete slab in here and everything, and we're good to go. So next we're going to do our columns and everything, but I want to bring that grid down. So let's go back into my, I'm going to see if I remember how to do this. Anybody remember this, let me know. So I'm going to go into an elevation view. I'm going to select these, and I'm going to see if I can pull these down to be in that view. So let me see, let me go back into that top of footing. There we go. And then let's go into the other side, go into the west elevation here. Okay, wow. And then we'll grab these guys here, and we'll pull these down so we can pick them up in our top of footing drawing here. So there we go. So now we've got our top of footing drawn, or our foundation. And here we want to add some columns. I'm not sure what, so we need columns and footings here. So that's pretty simple. What we normally would do is I'm going to probably use hollow steel here. And they're very simple, so I'm going to go out here and grab, so let's go to our, let me go into our insert tab here. And I'm going to go to load family. And I'm going to go to framing, structural framing, or even structural columns would be better here. So we'll go back. We're going to go with steel columns. It's going to be a mixed building, so we're going to go with structural columns. And here I want to use hollow sections steel. RHS, HHS. We'll go with this one here and go OK, and then we want to load in our, let's go with an 8x8 for now, or whatever the engineer calls for here. I think an 8x8 might be sufficient, so I'm gonna go with the 8x8 by a quarter, or 8x8 by, let's go with an 8x8 by 5/8. That's pretty beefed up, and then we go OK. And then we'll just add these, fairly simple. We could just go and to our structure tab and go column, and we'll place that grids, and I want to select just these interior grids, so we'll go, wait a minute, we'll go finish here. Okay, no, I'm going to go in here this direction here. I'm going to place columns at grid, and I'm going to do a crossing. Yep. So we're going to place our columns just here in these internal grids, columns, grid lines here, and we're going to go finish. Now we want to go into our 3D view here and look and see our placement, and they're not where I want to go. So I'm going to go back. We have to do, we can go and select all of these, go back into our top of footing drawing here. And we can select all these. And we got a base offset and top of footing. So these have to be set just like walls or anything else. So my base offset, my base is top of footing. My top offset is going to be up to level 3. And our base offset is going to be 0. And apply that, and then we'll go back into our 3D view. So there's our framing going here. I'm going to go into my level 1 here, architectural drawing. So there are our columns sitting where they need to be. And we'll look at our structural here. So we've got this going. We don't probably need these. But anyway, we've got this going with our structure here. We've got our foundation and our footing. And then we're going to work on our connections for the wall panel. So hey guys, thanks for watching the video. I'm going to continue this on a little later. So, you know I don't like long videos. Got short attention span. But yeah, so this is how you would do start our framing in our building here. We've got our columns going in here. And then we're going to go and put our roof in our second level. Probably going to be precast. So, hey guys, thanks for watching the video. I'll see you in the next video. Please subscribe, and everybody, please be safe. Bye, y'all. Have a good one.